Have you ever made a wish and then waited and waited, and nothing happened? Sound familiar? What if I told you that the problem isn't with meditation itself, not with the universe, and not because your wish is too big? The problem is how you make your wish. Today I'm going to reveal the real technology of meditation for wish fulfillment. Not magic, not esotericism for esotericism's sake, but a specific step-by-step algorithm that works. And you know what? I tested it on myself when 3 years ago I had nothing except a dream to change my life. After 8 months of regular practice, I got my dream job, moved to another city, and met a person who completely changed my perspective on life. Coincidence? I don't think so. Today you'll learn why most people make wishes incorrectly and how to do it so that the universe hears you the first time. Get ready, this is going to be powerful. Let's start with the most important thing. Meditation for wish fulfillment is not a magic wand. It's a tool that reprograms your subconscious and tunes you to the right frequency. Imagine that your brain is a radio receiver. If you're tuned to the frequency of doubt and fear, you'll receive corresponding events. If you tune to the frequency of confidence and gratitude, life will begin to change. The first and most critical mistake that 90% of people make is they make wishes from a state of lack. They think, I don't have enough money, I have no love, I want to get rid of this job. Do you hear it? Every phrase contains absence, emptiness, deficiency. Now the question, what do you think such energy attracts? Right, even more lack. The universe responds to vibration, not words. If you're vibrating at the frequency of I don't have, you'll receive situations confirming this don't have. This isn't esotericism, it's neuroplasticity of the brain and the reticular activating system, which filters reality according to your beliefs. Therefore, the first rule of proper wish meditation is to formulate it from a state of abundance, not lack. Not I want money, but I'm grateful for the financial flow that comes to me easily and naturally. Feel the difference? This is fundamentally different energy. The second point is specificity. Many people make vague wishes. I want to be happy. I want success. I want love. My friends, this is too abstract. Your subconscious doesn't understand abstractions. It needs images, details, sensations. When I made my wish 3 years ago, I didn't just want a good job. I saw myself in a specific office, felt the texture of the chair beneath me, heard the voices of colleagues, felt the weight of a salary card in my pocket. I wrote down every detail: work schedule, team atmosphere, income level, even the smell of coffee in the office kitchen. And you know what happened after 8 months? I received an offer from a company I didn't even know about at the time of meditation. But when I came for the interview, it was that very place, the same sensations, the same atmosphere. Even the coffee machine was exactly as I had visualized. The third key principle is that meditation must be emotionally charged, not just a picture in your head. You need to feel. Emotions are the language of the subconscious. When you meditate on a wish, you must experience the same feelings you would experience if the wish had already come true. Joy, gratitude, delight, calm confidence. These emotions create neural connections in the brain that begin to search reality for confirmation of your new state. You literally reprogram your nervous system. I know a person, let's call him Max, who meditated for 2 years on a relationship with his dream girl. But he did it mechanically without emotion, as if reading a vacuum cleaner manual. The result? Zero. When he came to me for consultation, I asked, "Do you feel anything when you visualize?" He honestly answered, "No, I just imagine." We changed the approach. Max started not just imagining a girl, but remembering the feeling of being in love, warmth in his chest, butterflies in his stomach. He imagined how they laugh together, how they hug, what emotions he experiences. 4 months later, he met a girl at yoga. Now they've been together for a year and a half. The fourth rule is that regularity is more important than intensity. It's better to meditate 5 minutes every day than an hour once a week. Why? Because the subconscious is programmed by repetition. Each meditation is like a drop of water that wears away the stone of your old beliefs. I recommend meditating in the morning, right after waking up, and in the evening before sleep. It's precisely at these moments that the brain is in an alpha state, on the border between sleep and wakefulness. In this state, the barrier of critical thinking is lowered, and information penetrates directly into the subconscious, bypassing the filters of the conscious mind. Imagine that your consciousness is a guard at the door of the subconscious. During the day, he's vigilant and doesn't let anything new through. But in the morning and evening, he dozes, and you can carry inside any settings. Use this time wisely. The fifth point that few people talk about is letting go. The paradox of wish meditation is that after you've made and emotionally lived through your wish, you need to let it go. Don't cling. Don't check every day. Well, has it come true yet or not? But trust the universe. This is the most difficult part for most people. We want to control the process. We want to know when and how. But the attempt to control is the energy of distrust, and distrust blocks the flow of fulfillment. Remember how you order goods from an online store? You choose, pay, receive order confirmation, and calmly wait for delivery. You don't call the courier every 5 minutes. Where are you? When will you bring it? Will you definitely bring it? You trust the process. It should be the same with wishes. The sixth principle is to act in accordance with your wish. Meditation is not a replacement for action, but an amplifier of their effectiveness. If you meditate on a new job but don't send out resumes, it won't work. If you visualize a healthy body but continue eating fast food, there will be no result. The universe responds to a combination of inner tuning and external actions. Think of yourself as a navigation system. Meditation sets the coordinates of the destination, and actions are the movement. Without coordinates, you'll drive anywhere. Without movement, even with the right coordinates, you'll stay in place. I know a girl named Anna who meditated on her own business. Every morning, she imagined herself as the owner of a successful cafe, felt the smell of fresh pastries, saw grateful faces of customers, but at the same time, she studied, took management courses, learned the basics of finance, looked for premises. Meditation gave her confidence and inner strength. Actions gave results. A year later, she opened her cafe. It became profitable in 3 months, which is rare for the food service industry. Anna says that meditation helped her make the right decisions intuitively, without unnecessary doubts. The seventh important aspect is gratitude, before, during, and after meditation. Gratitude is the most powerful vibrational signal that tells the universe, I'm ready to receive. When you're grateful for what you already have, you create the energy of abundance. Start each meditation with gratitude. Thank for the air you breathe, for the roof over your head, for the opportunity to dream, for people in your life, for experience, even if it was difficult. This practice is transformative in itself. And now a specific wish meditation technique that I use myself and recommend to everyone. Let's call it the 3-step method. Step 1, preparation. Find a quiet place where no one will disturb you for at least 10 minutes. Sit comfortably, straighten your back, close your eyes. Take 10 deep breaths and exhales to calm the mind and enter a relaxed state. Imagine that with each exhale, tension, anxiety, and bustle leave you. When you feel inner calm, say aloud or to yourself, I'm grateful for everything I have. I'm open to receiving even greater good. This phrase tunes the right frequency. Step 2, visualization and living through. Now begin creating the image of the fulfilled wish. Not like a movie you're watching from the outside, but in first person. You're inside the situation. Looking through your own eyes, what do you see? What colors, shapes, people around? Connect all your senses. What do you hear? Music, voices, sounds of nature or the city? What does your body feel? Perhaps the warmth of the sun on your skin or the coolness of air conditioning. What smells surround you? The more details, the better. But most importantly, emotions. What feeling is in your chest? Joy, pride, peace, gratitude? Amplify this feeling. Allow it to fill your entire body, every cell. Smile. A physical smile activates the release of endorphins and strengthens the positive state. Spend at least 5 minutes in this state. If you can longer, excellent. Quality is more important than quantity, but duration matters too. The longer you hold this image and emotion, the deeper they imprint into the subconscious. Step 3. Letting go and gratitude. When you feel that the image has become bright and stable, mentally say, "This wish or something better comes to me at the perfect time, in the perfect way, for the highest good of all." This formulation is important. It leaves space for the universe to adjust details if it knows a better option. Then give thanks. Imagine that your wish has already been fulfilled and say, "Thank you for the fulfillment of this wish." Exactly like this, in the past tense, as if it has already happened. This creates a sense of completeness and confidence. Slowly open your eyes. Smile. Take a deep breath. Return to ordinary life, but with the feeling that something inside has already changed, and it really has changed. You've just reprogrammed your subconscious. Now let's talk about common mistakes. The first is impatience. People meditate for a week and expect a miracle. Friends, the subconscious is not a microwave. It needs time to restructure. Moreover, the universe also needs time to arrange circumstances. Trust the process. Sometimes a wish is fulfilled in a month, sometimes in 6 months, and sometimes in 2 years. But if you're consistent, it will definitely be fulfilled. Or something even better will come that you couldn't even imagine. The second mistake is doubts. During or after meditation, thoughts creep into your head. This is all nonsense. I won't succeed. This only works for others. These thoughts are normal. This is your old mind resisting change. Don't fight them, just observe. Tell yourself, "Thank you, old mind, for trying to protect me, but I choose a new path," and return to visualization. Each time the resistance will weaken. The third mistake is making wishes against someone. For example, "I want my boss to get fired," or "I want my ex to regret the breakup." Such wishes carry negative energy and ultimately harm you yourself. Instead, formulate in a positive way. "I work in a place where I'm valued and respected," or "I attract loving and harmonious relationships." See? Focus on what you want to receive, not on what you want to get rid of. The fourth mistake is meditating on too many wishes at once. Concentration is power. It's better to choose 1 to 3 most important wishes and focus on them than to scatter yourself across 20. Think about it. When sunlight is scattered, it gives light but not heat. But if you collect it with a lens into one point, it can ignite fire. It's the same with your intention. Focused intention has enormous power. Another important point: don't tell everyone about your wishes and meditations. The energy of a wish is fragile in the initial stage. Others' skepticism, doubts, or even banal envy can disperse it. There's ancient wisdom. Don't talk about what you're going to do until you do it. Don't talk about what you want to achieve until you achieve it. Silence protects your dream. Let your practice be a personal, sacred ritual between you and the universe. When the wish is fulfilled, you can share the story. Until that moment, keep the secret. Now about time frames. Can you make wishes with specific deadlines? Yes, but carefully. You can say, I would like this to be fulfilled by such and such time or earlier. But don't turn this into an ultimatum to the universe. Remember, you may not see the whole picture. Perhaps certain circumstances must align for your wish to be fulfilled. Certain people must mature. Certain events must occur. If you rigidly demand right now, you may get a surrogate of the wish, not its true embodiment. The best formulation? This comes to me in perfect divine timing. This phrase combines your intention and trust in the wisdom of the universe. It's also important to understand. Wish meditation is not a way to avoid growth and development. Sometimes on the path to your wish, you'll encounter challenges. This doesn't mean meditation isn't working. It means the universe is preparing you to receive greater good. If you're meditating on relationships but first go through the breakup of old toxic connections, this is part of the process. If you visualize a new job but first lose the old one, this is freeing up space for the new. Trust. I encountered this personally. When I meditated on moving to another city in a new life, I first lost my job. Then I quarreled with a person I considered a friend. Then I got sick and spent 2 weeks at home. I was on the verge of despair. But it was precisely these 2 weeks I devoted to deep meditation and rethinking my life. It was then that I clarified what I really wanted. And a month after recovery, I received an offer from another city. Exactly what I had dreamed of. Everything worked out perfectly, but first it was necessary to clear out the old. Another tip, keep a journal of fulfilled wishes. Write down even small coincidences and synchronicities. Found the book you needed by chance? Write it down. Met a person who helped solve a problem? Write it down. Received unexpected income? Write it down. This journal serves two purposes. First, you begin to notice how the universe responds to your requests. Second, in moments of doubt, you can reread the entries and remember that magic is real, that the process works. I've had such a journal for 3 years now. When I reread it, my hair stands on end from the number of coincidences that led me to the current moment. This strengthens faith and motivates to continue the practice. The final but critically important point, work on yourself in parallel with meditation. If you have low self-esteem, work through it. If you have deep fears and traumas, see a psychologist or psychotherapist. If you live in chaos and disorder, create order. Your outer life reflects your inner state. Meditation is powerful, but if inside there's a hurricane of unresolved problems, the effect will be limited. Think of meditation as one tool in a life transformation toolkit, not as a magic pill for all problems. Combine meditation with development, learning, therapy, a healthy lifestyle, setting boundaries in relationships. Then you'll become a powerful magnet for all good things. And finally, be ready to receive more than you wished for. The universe is generous. Often it gives not just what you asked for, but exceeds your expectations. But for this, you need to be open. Don't fixate on one specific form. Maybe you're meditating on a specific partner, and the universe knows someone even better for you. Maybe you want a specific position, and there's a more interesting offer. Be flexible. The formula is simple. Clear intention plus emotional involvement plus regularity plus actions plus trust plus letting go equals wish fulfillment. It's not fast. It's not always easy, but it works. Test it on me, on dozens of my acquaintances, on thousands of people around the world. So friends, now you know how to properly meditate for wish fulfillment. This is not mysticism and not self-deception. This is a technology for working with your own subconscious and the energy of intention. Start today, right now. Choose one important wish and conduct your first meditation using the 3-step method. Give yourself time. Be patient. Trust the process. And most importantly, take action. The universe supports the brave. If this video was useful to you, hit the like button. If we get 5,000 likes, I'll record a continuation where I'll reveal advanced visualization techniques and working with energy. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new practices and tools for life transformation. Write in the comments what wish you'll make first. Let's support each other on this path. Remember, you are the creator of your reality. You deserve all the best. Forward to the life of your dreams. Thank you for your attention. See you in the next video.